when I dropped out of college, bro, me dropping out of college was probably one of the most scariest things in my life, right? Because I still felt like a kid. I'm not even gonna lie. I only went to college because my mom was on my ass about me going to college, right? So at that point, I'm like, do what would I rather
Hi,
get?
bitch.
Would I rather get kicked out, my mom beat my ass, whatever the case may be, or do I just apply to this college and that gives me enough time to figure this shit out, right? And that's ultimately what I did. I ended up applying to college under business real estate because I was like, man, if I'm going to be going to college anyways, I'm going to learn how business, right? Because I don't want to be here in the first place. But if I'm going to be here, then I guess it'll be for business because I want to be entrepreneur. So I went, and unluckily for me, I graduated 2020. So I didn't have a prom, I didn't have a graduation or anything, right? So if that already wasn't enough, when it got time for me to, go to school and have my first senior year and everything, it was all online. And I feel like that dampened my spirit in such a way that was like, wow. Because everybody's been talking about, the college experience, how it's so fun. You get all this freedom and everything. And next thing you know, I'm locked in my room. I can't go nowhere. I can't talk to nobody based because I didn't have a lot of friends unless we're playing the game. And now I just have hella difficult classes. And at the time, when you first go to college, it's all prereqs. So I'm about to go to school and I'm taking classes that I don't even want to take, right? So it was really putting a damper on my spirit. And I was asking my mom at the time, like, yo, I really want to drop out, really want to, probably go to like a community college or something like that. I'm like, man, because this is just a lot. And it's a lot for something I kind of didn't want to do, right? And she was like, no, basically just flat out,
What?
like you can't drop out. You can't do that. Nope, not at all. Um, Tough luck, right? Tough love. And oh, this kid's looking the wrong way. That sucks. But it kind of, messed with my self confidence for sure. But I really just started felt like I was wasting time. So I think it was like towards second semester, my freshman year, I just started failing all my classes. Right? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't even attempt to try fixing my grades or anything like that. If I was fucking up in class, because I was fucking up in a math class too, I was just letting it. Like, I would try to do the assignment. If I could do it, I did it. If I found time to do it, if I was just being lazy and didn't want to do it, like literally, I just didn't care, right? And it started to show in the grades. And memory, mind you, I'm letting all of this happen, and I'm not telling my mom a single thing, right? In my head, I'm like, if you're not gonna let me just leave, I'm gonna get kicked out, right? Looking back in retrospect, I was a grown ass man. I could have just left, right? But I didn't have that level of maturity mentally yet at that time. And my mom still had a lot of dictatorship over the things that I did. So I stayed there, and then I ended up getting kicked out. That summer came and got kicked out. And I didn't necessarily know what to tell my mom, really, right? So I was just gonna kind of keep it secret. But I knew I needed to do something, right? I needed to either get some type of good job, or I needed to apply to another college that's maybe something else that's closer to what I probably want to do in life, just so she get off my back. Like, I was just weighing out all the options. Like, bro, do I need to move out? What's the plan here? And then I remember I was scrolling on Instagram one day, right? And
Gee.
the Los Angeles Film School had put out this ad, basically showing, like, computers and all this other type of stuff, and is for editing. And I was like, oh, that's crazy, because I literally know how to do visual effects because I was doing it from a kid. You guys can find that video somewhere on my page. I'm pretty sure I've talked about it. And when I saw that, I was like, bet, I'm about to apply. Next thing you know, a week later, the same day of the tour, long story short, I got accepted on the spot, and I started class, I think, like 2 days later, right? It all happened so fast. It literally felt like it was like a destined experience. Like, I was supposed to be at this school to, kind of guide me into the next chapter of my life, because it was a really big risk. And this whole time my mom still doesn't know. But I told her, hey, there's the school I want to go to, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna leave or whatever the case may be. Or no, I think once I saw that I was getting accepted and all they needed was the financial aid. There you go. I waited until I knew all they needed was the financial aid done in order for me to, get all my equipment and get my tuition, all other type of stuff arranged. I waited until then to tell my mom and to show her, like, yo, I've already been accepted to
No
this
way,
new,
bro.
like, yo, I've already been accepted to this new school. This is what it is. It's an accredited school. It's not like some BS. It's real. And yeah, I just need the tuition. And there was kind of, at first, I was kind of skeptical about it because it didn't seem like a traditional type of thing, right? I
What
went
the fuck? You
from
spawned next to me, bro? That's some bullshit.
I went from being in a typical university, normal, college student to trying to learn film all of a sudden. And I know this kid is loud. But yeah, I know it was catching everybody off guard, but they trusted me. And that's one thing I can't say. They gave me grace. They gave me faith. Like, you say you want to do this, let's go. Let's see, right? I had that support there. Now I'm not saying that everything was perfect because of course there's always, trials and tribulations because nobody can see your vision how you see your vision, right? So you're going to have to fight for what you want at certain times. I'm not saying that everything is easy, but the underlying root of it is love and support. So they supported me through it. And, now I'm here. And looking back, I'm actually happy that I dropped out. I'm I'm positive and I'm confident enough in myself to say that whatever I put my mind to, I typically accomplish. So that's not to say that I wouldn't have also been on a very unique, successful route if I did stay in the business, real estate, whatever the case may be route, right? But it just wasn't, I didn't feel like it was in my spirit. I feel like my spirit wanted something else. And I kind of just had to follow that. And I didn't have all the answers yet. I didn't have, like this is how I'm gonna do this is how I'm gonna do that, and I still don't. I'm still going off straight intuition, right? But what I've noticed that over time, when you follow your intuition and you follow the steps that like God is actually asking you to do, things start unfolding in your favor, right? You start having them quote unquote miracles, blessings. You start getting lucky because you followed your intuition. That's usually the test within itself. We think that we have to choose right to get our blessings and our manifestations, and we think we have to make the right decision. Majority of the time it's not that deep. You just had to follow your intuition. If you followed your intuition, you could have made the wrong decision and still got what you wanted because you followed your intuition. you know when it comes to following your intuition, you never know what's behind the door, what's behind another door, and where it's leading you to. So if there's anybody who's either about to go to college, in college, or just dropped out of college, make sure you're going to college for something that you truly want to do, and don't let nobody pressure you into it because then you're going to. Let me mute them. Let me mute them. Let me mute them. Let me mute them. Yeah, don't let nobody pressure you into doing it, or you know make you think that that's the only way that you can get what you want, because there's so many different walks of life. You just have to figure out what's true to you. And I remember I read this thing. It was like you have to find your money glitch. Everybody has a money glitch. Everybody in this lifetime is going to have that one thing that they can just make money so easily. You have to find your money glitch. And I hope it's morally right? It's morally grounded. But find that money glitch and then figure out how to craft your life around that glitch. No kizap. It's fun though, because it forces you to learn continuously, Once you understand that the only reason this door opened or I got this opportunity is so I can evolve and learn for the next one, it takes the level of stagnancy and complacency off what you're trying to do. Because the only reason you got what you got was so you can learn and elevate. If you have an arrogant perspective as like I got it because I already know what it is, you might lose it. I'm being so hunted with you. Everything you get comes with a lesson. If you think you're just getting and you're not having to learn or change or adapt to what you're taking in, you're going to fumble it. I promise you.